your name actually popped up in the past 24 hours. Because did you know that you were the last player that the Yankees took to arbitration? Right? Isn't that true?
I thought that's what you said.
Yeah, 2017.
You know what? It's a good thing because the case wasn't the best. So maybe they're like, you know what? It wasn't a good experience. So we, some of these guys are not going through it. I think Judge almost went. Like it went to the final probably hour, and they ended up settling. So
did you win or lose?
I lost, and they let me know a lot. Like they let it.
What do you mean they let you know?
Well, you didn't remember the whole like Randy Levine kind of pushing back and forth.
No, so, do tell. Listen,
yeah. I mean,
I'm not like these guys. I don't follow the Yankees like.
I do.
I thought everybody follows the Yankees, but it was always that was like when I learned. All right, like it's mostly business, right? Like that's for me. That was the first sign. Like you can't take anything to heart. You just gotta ball out, and everything will take care of itself. But I remember going through it. Guys like came to me like, just so you know, like it's not the best thing to be in this room. And, for me, I was hoping to make an agreement before we went in hand. And I think I told them, even when we were in the room, minutes before we were about to sit down, we tried to get something done and it didn't work out. And Randy was in the room. I remember sitting across from us, and he made it pretty much his business to kind of, win the case in a way, I guess. I mean, he just, there's stuff that they say there that they'll bring the random, like the most random thing. Like I remember when I was there, one of their things was when Andrew Miller, we had this thing, no runs DMC, so no runs Andrew Miller, Chapman, Betances, right? Dellin Miller, Chapman, no runs DMC. So I remember him saying when they got traded that the T-shirts that they made stopped selling. Well, no crap. Who's going to buy no run DMC if the two other guys are gone? There's only Dellin left. Ain't nobody buying that shirt. So that was one of the things that I'm like, what? Like, are we just bringing things?
He brought that up in
the case.
In the case.
Yeah. They just bring the like if this. To that point, I've had good success. So there's good. They just gonna bring stuff out, but it wasn't a pretty case. And I think after that, for me at that time, I just felt like I've been busting my behind for 3 years, basically doing whatever you guys want me to do. Pitching 90 innings, 84 innings, like
most
stuff
innings,
that
most strikeouts in the first 3 years. 100%.
Multi innings, 2-3 innings, a lot of times. So I felt like at that time,
you were right.
I'm like, man, like I've kind of been doing everything. So I remember it got pretty ugly, and I remember going in and I had my own little conference when I came back, and basically saying like, look, if I'm not valued at what you guys want me to do, I'm not pitching multiple innings. I'm done. I basically said I'm done pitching multiple innings.
Good for you.
So if you need 6 outs, ask somebody else. And at that time I was more basing that off frustration. And it just shows you the game is a business, and I've learned quickly after that. And I feel like my experience has helped maybe certain guys not getting taken there, which I don't mind being a guy that had to go through it.
Josh Hader. Josh Hader went through all of this.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
He was 100%.
But now I have no harsh feelings. I love the Yankees, and it's a business, right? Like you understand it. It took me, for me, I'm like I wear my heart on my sleeve, so it got to me a little bit. But at the end of the day, it's part of it. Like it's a system that in a way has its flaws, because I felt like you're stuck in an old system, and as a player you get hurt by it. Because for me, who can I at that time? Who was at my agent? Can you compare to Dellin? Right? Like I was doing a lot of stuff that guys weren't really doing, so it was hard to put myself up with somebody else. So, and then the arbitration group, like for them, they're stuck in their ways where this guy doesn't have saves.
That's it.
He's not gonna get paid, right? So, and in a way, it's like I understand that. Being a closer is probably one of the hardest things to do. But at that time, and I feel like you see it now, the value of coming in those middle innings, and you come in with guys on, and a lot of times games are safe in that situation. And I was not only pitching 1, I was pitching 2 and 3 and over.
That's where I think there's disconnect with fans, because Hader got a lot of crap from fans because he was pushing back against the Brewers and then eventually the Padres until he got to free agency, because he's looking out for his career and long-term and getting to free agency, but also his effectiveness, because if you keep just pounding the same dude pitching all the time with 2-3 innings, they're not going to be as effective. There's no doubt, right? Like if you from the start were only doing 1 inning versus doing 2 or 3 every time, your arm would have felt a little better at least.
Yeah, man, I probably wouldn't be here playing poker today. But,
right. So that's my thing.
Hey, you're right. I love it too much. I'll be here. But no.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like fans are just like, well, whatever for our team, I don't care. But I'm like, wait, but for your team, this player might be better if the team cares about him and it's not just like, I'm going to get everything I can out of him for 3 to 5 years, and then I don't care because it's not my asset anymore.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I mean, honestly, what Hader did was a genius thing. It kept him healthy, and he was able to max out his payment. For me, at the time, coming up, I already had gone through my struggles as a starter in the minors. It took me a while to even get to the big leagues and get established. So once I got there, I was willing to do anything it took. You want me to pitch as much as you want? I'm in the big leagues. I wasn't thinking like that. And you never think that you're going to get hurt until it happens. And then you're like, damn, like you dwell on some of the stuff. But I was enjoying that time where, I was pitching for the team that I dreamed, watching, as a kid, and maybe one day I can fill those shoes. And I was able to do it, and I have no regrets. But yeah, of course, Hader did something that was super smart, and I got a lot of money for that.
Here's my problem with grocery shopping. I don't want to waste precious time in life making the trip to the store, and I've got food allergies that make my in-person experience even more of a challenge. Those problems are now gone. Introducing Hungry Root to the FT fam.
Now we can all be bougie with our own personal shopper to handle the food shopping, including recs based on what you're looking to put in your body.
Just say, hey, Hungry Root, here's what I'm looking for, and they load up your cart with personalized recommendations. And those recs keep evolving as they learn about what you're into.
You're going to love Hungry Root as much as FT does. Take advantage of this exclusive offer for a limited time. Get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/FT and use code FT. That's hungryroot.com/FT, code FT to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/FT, code FT. Get after it, FT fam.
Hey, everybody. Be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.